3.6 unit, quadrilateral and their properties. These are the types of the quadrilaterals. Let's learn one by one. Parallelogram, a quadrilateral whose both pairs of opposite sides are parallel is called a parallelogram. Means side AB and side DC are the opposite sides and they are parallel to each other. Same way, this side AD and side BC are opposite to each other and parallel to each other. So each parallelogram, or we can say a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if it has the two pairs of opposite sides parallel. Then that quadrilateral is called as the parallelogram. The rectangle. Every rectangle is a parallelogram. A rectangle is a figure whose each angle is of 90 degree and opposite sides are congruent or equal in length. Square. A square is also a rectangle and parallelogram. It has four sides equal in length and each angle is of 90 degree. Rhombus. Rhombus is also a parallelogram whose four sides are equal in length. So what is the difference between the square and the rhombus? In square each angle is of 90 degree and rhombus do not have the each angle 90 degree. This is the difference between the rhombus and the square. Square has all sides equal in length. Rhombus also has all sides equal in length. The difference is in its angles. Figure of the trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides is parallel is called the trapezium. Means the side AB and the side DC. These two are the opposite sides which are parallel to each other. This AD and the side BC are non-parallel sides. These two sides are non-parallel sides. Both sides are, or both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. These two are parallel, these two are parallel. So it is a parallelogram. Trapezium, only one pair of the opposite side is parallel to each other. This is the pair of non-parallel sides. There is one more type of trapezium, that is isosceles trapezium. So what is meant by isosceles trapezium? This is isosceles trapezium. There non-parallel sides, non-parallel opposite sides are equal in length. So when non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal in length, then that particular trapezium is called as the isosceles trapezium. We have learnt about the isosceles triangle where two sides are equal in length. Same here in this quadrilateral trapezium. If two sides, which two sides? Non-parallel opposite sides are equal in length, then that trapezium is called as isosceles trapezium. And the last type is kite. Kite is a quadrilateral in which both pairs of the adjacent sides are equal in length. These two sides are equal in length. BC and CD is equal in length. It is shown with the marks also that these two sides are equal in length. These two sides are equal in length. Now we will learn the properties of each quadrilateral. Here in the figure also it is shown that these two opposite sides are equal in length. These two opposite sides are equal in length. Opposite sides are congruent. Congruent means equal in length. Every angle is a right angle. It is shown by the symbol that each angle is 90 degree. Opposite sides are parallel. Also parallel. Now the diagonals of a rectangle are also congruent. These two are the diagonals of the rectangle which are congruent or equal in length. Diagonals of rectangle bisect each other. Means it divides each other into two equal parts. At this intersection point, this is the part AO and the OD are equal in length. Same way, the segment BO and OC are equal in length. These are the properties which we can show in the form of the information, that AB is parallel to CD, AD is parallel to BC, AB is equal to the CD, AD is equal to the BC. So angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C and is equal to angle D is equal to AC is equal to the length of the BD. And some more properties, that consecutive angles that are supplementary means the adjacent angles, consecutive angles which comes in sequence here, these two are the adjacent angles. So adjacent angles are supplementary. What is meant by supplementary? Whose sum is 180 degree. So adjacent angles have the sum 180 degree. And the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent again. These are the properties of the rectangle. Rhombus, all four sides are equal in length, all internal angles are equal to 90 degree, then opposite sides are parallel, the diagonals cross at their midpoints. It means diagonals bisect each other, means it divides each other into two equal parts, and the diagonals are perpendicular, means at the intersection point right angle is formed here. The length of the AB is equal to the BC is equal to the CD is equal to the AD, means all sides are equal in length. Opposite sides are parallel. The side DC is parallel to the AB, BC is parallel to the DA. The two diagonals are perpendicular, means AC is perpendicular to the BD and vice versa. Opposite internal angles are congruent, means equal measures. Angle D is equal to the angle B. Angle A is equal to the angle C. The measure of the angle A and C is equal. The measure of the angle D and the angle B is equal. Any two consecutive internal angles are supplementary, means the adjacent angles. So if we add angle A plus angle B, we will get 180 degree. Measure angle B plus measure angle C is equal to 180 degree. Measure angle C 180 degree. The angle D and angle DA is equal to 180 degree. These are the properties of the rhombus. Now the properties of the parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal in length, means the congruent. The length of the AB is equal to the length of the CD. Opposite sides are congruent. Angles are congruent, means angle D is equal to the angle B. Angle A is equal to the angle C. Same way, side AD is equal to the side BC. Opposite sides are equal in length, opposite angles are equal in measures. Consecutive means the adjacent angles are supplementary, means the angle A and angle D is equal to 180 degree, equal to 180 degree. Angle C and B is equal to 180 degree. Angle B and angle A is equal to 180 degree. If one angle is a right angle, then all angles are right. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, means divides into two equal parts. Each diagonal of a parallelogram separates it into the two congruent triangles. Two congruent triangles. This is the parallelogram. Diagonals bisect each other into two equal parts. It is shown with the marks also. Now the properties of the squares. Each quadrilateral has the two diagonals. The square also has the two diagonals. You know that the square has all four sides equal in length. Opposite sides must be parallel or are parallel, and the diagonals are congruent and intersect at the right angle, bisect each other. Diagonals bisect their interior angles also. These two, if it is 90 degree, this diagonal bisect the angle, means it is 45 degree and it is 45 degree, and at the intersection the diagonals right angle is formed, and it divides into two equal parts also. Diagonals intersect each other and divides them to equal parts. All four interior angles are 90 degree. Each angle is of 90 degree. Properties. Property of the diagonals of the square. Diagonals are perpendicular, means right angle is formed there. Is a kite, or it is a kite whose adjacent sides are equal. These two sides are equal in length. These two sides are equal in length. It is shown with the marks also. And this is the diagonal of the kite. Opposite sides are not congruent. Diagonals are perpendicular. Notice that one diagonal is bisected. Means vertical diagonal bisect the horizontal diagonal. Means it is only bisected. It has two equal parts. But this vertical diagonal is not bisected. It is only intersected. Understood? Diagonals are perpendicular, means here right angle is formed at the intersection point. Two pairs of adjacent congruent sides. The non-vertex angles are congruent. Diagonals between non-vertex angles is bisected by other diagonal. Vertex angles are bisected by diagonal. This is the trapezium. Trapezium is the four-sided figure where two opposite sides are parallel and two opposite sides are non-parallel, and sum of the angle pairs is 180 degree. One pair of sides are parallel and sum of the angle pairs between the parallel lines is 180 degree. And C, this A plus D is 180 degree, B and C is 180 degree. These two interior angles are adjacent and supplementary, means their sum is 180 degree. But remember, this A and B is not supplementary. So angles which are formed between the parallel lines here, these two only pairs of the adjacent angles are supplementary. These are the properties of the trapezium. One pair of opposite sides are parallel. Two pairs of adjacent angles are supplementary. The two non-parallel sides are unequal. Means these two sides AD and BC are unequal in length. The diagonals intersect each other. The line joining the midpoint of the non-parallel sides is parallel to the parallel side is equal to the half the sum of the parallel sides. A trapezium can be inscribed in a circle. The sum of the four exterior angles is 4 right angles. The sum of the four interior angles is 4 right angles. One pair of adjacent angles can each be right angle. The other pair of adjacent angles will be supplementary angles but not right angle.